Something special about NBA opening night.
We do a great job of presenting that too. Every year there's just spectacular stuff going on all day long. So many people are fired up to get to the arena. People coming early, festive. You get your new gear on. You got the new colors, whatever the new shoes are. Everybody's got them on. Let's get fired up and throw it up.
You remember opening day, don't you? Especially as a rookie, I would assume. My goodness.
Of course, the very first opening day sticks with you the most. Mine happened to be with the Los Angeles Clippers when I was drafted by the Denver Nuggets, traded to L.A., but I do remember that day, and I still have that jersey, Kevin.
No kidding.
Well, it didn't get played all that much in the first game, but I still have
it. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Malone is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Russell, and it's Peyton in at the 1 spot.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good, 2 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Peyton kicks to Kobe. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Hayes. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Robertson kicks to Hayes. Jordan against Kobe. Shoots over Malone. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jordan's got his first basket.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants. Makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Now here's Kobe. Faded away to create the space.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
And I'm loving the recognition, right? He simply takes what the defense allows. That's a smart move.
Here's Jordan. Now the pass to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. It's good on the putback.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away.
Now here's Bryant. And the Jazz with some changes. Tembo is checked in for Robinson. Baylor comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Thompson in for Jordan. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Wallace kicks to Kobe. Clock at 6. Bank shot, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Johnson comes in for Russell, and Monroe subbed in for Bryant. The free throw drops for Robertson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's English. Pass to Wallace. And the layup's good off the glass.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Now here's Baylor. Pass to Pettit. And it goes down 2 points.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but doesn't matter.
Monroe against Thompson. They get a hand on it. Baylor with the steal. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. English. Off target from three-point range. Jazz leading by 7 to the middle. Reverses. He takes it up and lays it in.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Paul kicks to English. Over Baylor. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 9. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step?
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Johnson. Paul out there with Monroe. Then it's Wallace, and it's English in at the 3. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
To the paint. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. So it's Utah now. The Knicks making the shot. Outside Jordan. Utah gets it back. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Payton, right side. He kicks it to Johnson. Back to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected, and he recovers it, and it's good for 2. Jazz leading by 6. Johnson, the pass to Pettit. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Now here's Jordan. Knocked away. Back to Baylor. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Payton. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Payton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Ends up going with the new group.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. 6th in scoring, 12th in rebounding, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2 for 1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
And the shot goes in. Kobe's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Thompson left side. Poke loose, and Hayes kicks to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Over Russell, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. New York called for the foul.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here is Monroe. Here's English. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. It's time now to go.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and from the get-go, it was Utah that came out strong. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
The streets and buildings of Salt Lake City lit up gorgeously as we welcome you back to the action here in Utah. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Gary Payton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Utah, Robinson is out there with Hayes. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Jordan, and it's Antetokounmpo in its small forward. And Bryant kicks to Leonard. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I
It was on my
I
frontal
was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Bryant, that's for two, and the Knicks good for two.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Robertson passes to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. Robinson misses.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Payton looking it over. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Passes to Robertson. The Knicks pull it in.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Kobe misses.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Russell. Jordan against Kobe. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5, and it's good from the elbow. Bryant's got the game tied up here for New York.
Yeah, and you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. The fadeaway. Here's Malone. It's rebounded by Hayes.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And here's Jordan outside. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. New York moving it around. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got 3 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Payton kicks to Leonard over Hayes. No good off the front iron. Utah leading by 6. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Kobe is out there with Paul. Then it's Wallace. Then it's Russell. And it's English in at the 3 slot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Thompson against Bryant. 5 on the clock. Kobe with the steal. Here's the break. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Paul with the steal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, great instincts of Paul there, solid at creating havoc in the open court and then coming up with a steal.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Paul. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office, so that means you're turning in a different direction. And some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another.
New York trailing. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Kicks to English. To take the lead. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Pettit. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Baylor, he's checked in for Mutombo. Monroe's checked in for New York. Knicks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's Bryant in the corner. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Russell kicks to Wallace. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
As efficient a scorer as you'll find. English is just as effective in transition as he is in the half court. That's one of the things you have to admire about it.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by 2. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Baylor passes to Robertson. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got 4 assists in the game. New York calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Knocked loose. Right wing. Payton kicks to Russell. Outside Leonard. Lets the three fly. The shot misses. The Jazz go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Robinson. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And now a 6-point Jazz lead. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Out on his own on the break. Here's Robertson. Good.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Jordan against Bryant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Kobe Bryant at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Hayes, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he does get the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Robertson against Payton. Robertson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fades and shoots. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 9. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
Johnson dishes to English. Inside. Wallace the pass to English. He tries for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Alex English. Substitution on the court.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Johnson finds Monroe. From deep 3-point range, that's good.
I'm sure he didn't have the green light to pull the trigger from out there, but he sunk it anyway. What a shot.
And so it's Utah with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit.